Welcome back to the 31 Days of Spooks. My name is Dylan Goebel, and today I'm talking about Deep Red, released in 1975. The film was directed by Dario Argento. I reviewed one of his movies last year, Suspiria, one of the greatest fucking horror films of all time. And today with Deep Red, we're taking a dive in the genre that Dario Argento was mainly known for, the giallo subgenre. If you don't know what that is, if you're not well versed in Italian cinema, giallo films are basically slasher movies that are combined with murder mystery and every once in a while supernatural elements. So what is Deep Red about? Well, it's about a jazz pianist and a wisecracking journalist as they end up in a mystery, a big web of mystery, after the pianist witnesses the brutal murder of a psychic. Now you may be wondering, what the hell? That doesn't sound like a horror film. This sounds like a murder mystery. As I have explained, this is a giallo film. There is very strong horror elements in this movie, mainly because this is a slasher movie as well. And let me tell you, even though the kills are very spread apart throughout this movie, goddamn, this movie is brutal. It is bloody, it is gory, and it is fantastic. Dario Argento was known for gore. Does he even still make movies? I mean, I know his last few movies haven't been well received, but this is 1970s Dario Argento. This guy knew his shit, and it was great. Deep Red is my favorite Dario Argento film. I love it. It is compelling, it is violent, and it is awesome. This movie is wildly entertaining. And it might seem long for a movie like this. This movie's over 2 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes. But it flies right by because this movie locks you in right from the first shot all the way to the end credits. Although, if you do watch this movie, especially if you own the Arrow Video Blu-ray, I would suggest just watching it in its original Italian language, because if you choose to watch the dubbed version, apparently not all of the dubbed audio was able to be put into the movie. Apparently some of that was lost, so if you watch the dubbed version, there will be times where it's dubbed in English, and then there's other times, like long stretches, where it's still in its original Italian language audio, so it's a little inconsistent there, so yeah, I just suggest you just watch it in Italian. Aside from that little warning, it has nothing to do with the quality of the movie. It's just what Arrow Video could do. But what makes Deep Red so fucking good? Like I said, the slasher elements are fantastic. The kills are great in this movie. This movie is also very colorful. This is another thing that Dario Argento was known for. Very bright, vibrant colors. He made beautiful looking movies, and this is no exception. The cinematography is perfect. The colors really pop out. Even the color of the blood. Like, the blood is always like a bright red, which is a typical thing for Dario Argento. It looks great. Every color in this movie just pops out. It is vibrant. It's a very colorful movie, and even though this is a very dark movie, like in terms of tone, the colors that are used in this movie just pop right out. It is beautiful to look at. This movie is also extremely well acted. All of the performances in this movie are fantastic. And the story is compelling from beginning to end. If you like a good murder mystery, I highly suggest watching Deep Red. Now, even though all the kills are on screen pretty much, you never see the killer, and yeah, just the element of mystery throughout this entire movie just locks you right in. If you're a sucker for murder mysteries and if you don't mind gore, absolutely check Deep Red out. It'll satisfy for horror fans, it'll satisfy their craving for that, and for murder mystery fanatics, this movie will satisfy your craving there too. This movie offers the best of both worlds. That's one thing Dario Argento always excelled at when he made giallo films. And then, of course, you can't forget to talk about Dario Argento's masterful directing in this movie. He gets great performances out of everybody. He knows how to frame a shot perfectly, and he knows how to pace a movie too. This movie is very well paced. For a movie like this that's over 2 hours long, this movie flies right by. I don't know if it'll fly right by for everyone who watches this movie, but for me, because I was so consistently entertained and compelled by the story. This movie was a breeze to get through. I absolutely adore the pacing of this movie. And yeah, that's one thing Dario Argento just always did. His movies, for the most part, always fly right by for me. So yeah, I have no problems with Deep Red, and in the end, Deep Red is Dario Argento's best film, in my opinion. It's compelling, violent, gory, filled with suspense. It's a good mystery. It's a good slasher. All those things. Deep Red is awesome. Now, I'm kind of wondering how many more Dario Argento films should I review in upcoming 31 Days of Spooks? Like, maybe like next year. Like, should I review some like Tenebrae or Phenomena or Mother of Tears or what else? Opera? Or maybe some of those shit that he produced, like Demons 1 and 2. Let me know in the comments. But, anyways, yeah, absolutely check out Deep Red if you haven't seen it. It's fantastic. Not sure if it'd be on any streaming services, maybe like Tubi or Shudder. If check those places, it'd be there if it is. If you don't want to buy it on physical, which I highly recommend buying the Blu-ray. But anyways, yeah, Deep Red, fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. I am going to give Deep Red an A plus.